Hello everybody, welcome back here to Tortorici.com. There's been a lot of reports out in the media in these last couple of months in recent deaths linked to energy drinks. Now, I covered this topic probably over a year and a half ago. I have a video that's entitled, if I'm not mistaken, Licorice Root, the Real Red Bull. Something of that, you can find it in my archives. But basically, I mean, you have all these, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, synthetic, toxic energy drinks that have massive amounts of caffeine. A lot of the energy drinks did away with the whole Mao Wang thing that was a craze in the 90s that was linking people to heart attacks and high blood pressure. And like the 5-hour energy drink, I believe it's what it's called, there's B12 and vitamin C and different types of vitamins in it. But, it has crazy amounts of caffeine in it, and they're little, obviously, shot bottles of it. So the average person that takes that and builds a tolerance to it goes through 1 and maybe 2 and 3, and that's where I think you're leading into the red. I think you're in the red zone regardless of ingesting any of the synthetic crap, Monster, any of that stuff. There's been deaths linked to Monster as well. I just researched, and you guys could just type in Monster energy drink deaths as well as 5-hour energy drink deaths and read it for yourself. But I mean, really, at the end of the day, the best thing to do for energy, that way you do not have to run the risk of dying just to get a shot of energy, is doing with a good sublingual, what I do is maca root, sublingual maca root. I love that. It helps nourish the adrenal glands, gives you good energy pep, will increase sex drive as well, great for working out. I also, from time to time, out here in Los Angeles, we don't have to go to a doctor, you can go to a practicing nurse and get injections of B12. I've tried that, that works really well. And I think all in all, just keeping a very high alkaline diet, juicing every day. I tend to get a lot of energy from the sugar, natural occurring sugars and carbohydrates in the juice from the vegetables and fruit that I do put in my juices every day. So, and there's other, supplements as well. You have cordyceps mushrooms, which work for energy. Deer antler works for energy. Again, as I said, maca root, B12. So there's plenty of things to choose from without running the risks of dying. And granted, all these energy drinks are monitored by the FDA. So again, this should just show everybody that when things have the stamp of approval or just are closely monitored by the FDA, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're safe, as you can see with these certain types of situations. And then, again, the one other thing to remember, too, is that all these things we're talking about here, whether they're the synthetic, toxic crap or the stuff that I'm telling you guys that I take, is that they're only supplements, which means they're in addition to. The real way to get real energy, if you will, is proper sleep, proper nutrition, adequate amount of exercise. Things like that are all going to fine-tune everything to keeping your energy at a very stable, consistent place. All these other things, as I said, they're just supplements. So there's no band-aid fix for energy, mental clarity, muscle tone, having a sex drive, having a good appetite, being happy. There's no supplements for that. There are supplements, but the core essence as to where those things come from is your overall lifestyle. So if you're watching this video, you're obviously interested in getting to those places in your life where you're balanced with energy and clarity. So I strongly recommend that you look into proper dietary changes, sleep patterns, as well as exercise habits as well. I think that's the best way to get the energy boost that everyone's looking for. So again, if you guys have not clicked the subscription button here on YouTube, it is free. Please feel free to do so. You can also find me on my website, Tortorici.com. Post comments, ask questions, and keep this conversation going. Peace and love, everyone.